The vision of the Indian Bible College is to see Native America cease to be the mission field and mobilize into being a missions force, sending waves of Native missionaries around the world. In 2011, the staff of IBC went away for our annual staff retreat and began to pray and talk about what's it going to take to see that come to pass. How do we follow in Jesus' footsteps, ministering as much as possible in the way that he did? We reverse engineered back from that vision statement to 5 key core values that are all intensely biblical and intensely practical for Native Americans. So we're very purposeful at Indian Bible College, not just to teach these 5 core values, but to model them as well. We want students experiencing them, tasting and touching and feeling what it looks like to live ministry and life in a Jesus-like way.
Events don't effectively change lives. Grace and truth flowing through relationship does.
It is impossible to effectively teach obedience from a distance or in a crowd. It requires a trusting relationship.
A healthy church needs individuals that are pouring their lives into those that are less mature for the sake of their spiritual growth.
Discipleship should be done in the context of relationship, because
when you have that relationship, you have the trust to speak into somebody's life.
And within that trust, they also have a shot of correcting that person when they need to.
Grace says, I love you right where you're at. But truth says, but too much to let you stay there. And Jesus displayed the same thing, not only to those that were around him during his ministry, but now personally in our own lives. He loves us too much to let us stay where we're at, but he loves us right where we're at.
The stronger the relationship we have with someone, the greater the influence. Truth flows best through relationships that are filled with grace and trust and openness, vulnerability, honesty, and those kinds of things.
IBC practices the core value of relational disciple making through spiritual formation. Each student is assigned a mentor within the small group context. So every week they'll meet with their small group.
We go over scriptures, we go over real life experiences or examples that we might have in our lives and then discuss it, but then also kind of work through it.
One of the things that Indian Bible College provides is called Mending the Soul for disciple making. And it's a process where we have one mentor who walks through with us, as we revisit our past and, the abuse we've been through, any kind of type of pain that we've experienced in the past or even recent. One of the things that Mending the Soul does is it opens up old scars and scars that we try to bandage up ourselves. It opens up and, allow Jesus to come and heal those wounds properly. And even though it's very painful, but it's a very healthy way to do it because then the scars are properly healed.
Well, here at IBC, one thing that I am experiencing personally is something this IBC calls restorational discipline. It's extended towards students who have been struggling with sin in their own lives and need help in order overcoming that sin and becoming more spiritually mature. It's a very intense and unique form of discipleship and spiritual mentoring.
One of the examples of me practicing the mentoring that I've been shown here at Indian Bible College is that I first started, with my family first, and I've had the chance to, practice what I've learned here at IBC through the mentoring process.